Hey, what is up, guys? A very happy Friday to you. Good morning, Tikanjia. My name is Fleos, and this is more Sunless Skies. Because, guys, we are doing this for charity. I am up. Also, hello. I am up at 5 in the morning for charity. Because, you know what I like to do? I like streaming for charity. Anyone who's been around here long enough knows that. Also, this is about the only time I can stream these days. Because I, of course, have a newborn at home and work, a job. Ridiculous. Anyway, hey, Lovelust, good to see you. So, guys, yeah, let's 1 p.m. stop lagging. So it is good to be here, you guys. And you know what? My dog probably wants in, so just give me half a second. I'm gonna let the dog in, and then we're gonna get started for some more charitable Sunless Skies. And, of course, I need to set a timer, because Fail Better Games is donating up to 10,000 pounds. I almost said dollars. Not dollars, pounds. British sterling. English sterling? I don't know. Anyway, money. 10,000 monies for charity for every moment streamed of gameplay. So, you know, once the gameplay starts, we gotta get going. Minnie and Mom are doing great, Chaos. Thanks for asking. Clock. Stopwatch. Okay. Okay, here we go. Welcome, Sparkly Wallflower. Just finished breakfast. Nice. Okay, guys, Sunless Skies, pretty sweet. I've only played a little bit so far, but I'm really liking it. And I'm not very good. So, let's get started. And we're going to do a merciful campaign, because what if something cool happens and we die, and we just want to see the conclusion of the cool thing? Or we were so close to doing something cool. Anyway, merciful. We're doing merciful because I'm a merciful fellow. Aiming assistance? No. No. Any projectile speed? Standard. Supply consumption? Standard. Okay, sounds good. Hey, Madea J. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Also, I have my... I don't even know how much, a liter of water or so? Just in case. There is, of course, a lot of reading in this, so. And this is the first time I'm streaming with 3 monitors. Woohoo! Oh, shoot. Woohoo! And I'll try not to overact too much. Log of Her Majesty's Locomotive the Orphean, March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead have been eventful. The Orphean is damaged and in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Final entry of Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock, DCM, written shortly before her death. I know, seriously, right? Ergo, I am streaming. What for forthwith? There we go. Wasad. Nice. They give a little tutorial here. Turn left, turn right. So we are locomotives flying through the sky among the stars, because why the heck not? Well, it takes up most of the desk. So, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to actually turn this up just a little bit. On your end. On my end, it's fine. Here we go. Here we go! So, guys, how are you doing? It's been a long time. I feel... It really hasn't been that long. It's only been about 5 weeks since I streamed on GOGCOM. But I'm only streaming once a month these days. I didn't even stream in January. You've returned to the Reach, an untamed, sunless span of heavens. London's new frontier, celestial garden, gone wild. I mean, run wild. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is crippled and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. You're learning Kenshi. Nice, Lovelust. As first officer, the crew looks to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphan there safely? Woohoo! Loot! Alright, let's scavenge this loot. Much to the relief of your workers, you find a barrel of fuel among the detritus. Ooh, nice, 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 nice. A wreck drifts here, less fortunate than even you. We should scavenge her for repairs, as crewman suggests. The Ozymandias. The wreck hangs in the sky. Love the art in this game, too. The like, flavor art, I guess you'd call it. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with reaching gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of waxed canvas lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crew are whispering as they dress. What business does the captain Wicklock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass on the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now is not the time. Leap across to the wreck. Alright, the gap between the two engines isn't wide, but the endless fathoms of heaven gape beneath it. Holy TW Claire, that's huge. Yeah, I've got like 22-inch monitors. I keep things smallish. You jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of your boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. Hey, Easter. Good to see ya. Her interior is cold and lit and whistles with wind. Your party lamps spread buttery light over the narrow, paneled passages. Holy cow, wow, I am not used to reading this much out loud. You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage. We can either clear the obstruction away, you locate a length of pipe, use a pry bar, and this increases your iron, or you go back to the hull, onto the hull and climb past the blockage entered through a window. So this increases your veils. 15-inch 4x3, nice. Easter, London has fallen, I believe. I don't know. England is in space. England is the Sunless. Someone else would probably know the story better than I. It starts with a free online game that's actually linked in the main menu. All in London, I think is what it's called. Anyway, very, very text-driven game that tells a lot of backstory. Anyway, we're gonna go for iron because that's what I need. A memory. As you strain against the stubborn hull, you remember an event from a year ago. A boiler explosion had trapped an engineer under a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first on the scene. You were second. Together you managed to pry the wreckage upwards enough for you to crawl beneath it, while the captain braced the bar against her back. By all means, take your time, she grunted as you drag the engineer out. Back in the presence, the twisted bulkhead yields. Your companion is clear. Expose rubble away. The way is clear. New frontier. Thanks, Fire and Jade. You've reached the Ozymandias' hold, a ruin of smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere amidst the detritus, you can find parts to repair the Orphan and restock your stores. Conduct a thorough search. Your companions work quickly. The Ozymandias' hull has begun to creak. Your actions on board may have compromised its integrity. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies? Yes. And enough spare parts to make it necessary repairs to Orphan. Good. The food will need to be thoroughly thought, of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. Oh, ho, ho, cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered bird cage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furred opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. You gain 4 times supplies. And you've gained 15 times all. Nice. The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchanges nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you've retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted to your locomotive and an educated bat. Mount the Jerusalem cannon on the Orphan. Her only weapons were damaged. Yes, the Orphan's only weapons were damaged during your flight from the Blue Kingdom. That leaves you vulnerable. You can claim both this and the bat. Liberate a diffident bat. Ooh. The Coterol in Hathersage, Jerusalem, fires single shells to a good range more or less accurately. You order 2 of your party to get back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Ozymandias groans again. The structure shudders spasmodically. You now have 1 times. Coterol in Hathersage, Jerusalem. The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchange nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you've retrieved repairs and supplies and... yep, we already talked about that. Sorry. The heavens are wide, so locomotives use scouts like bats to locate things of interest. Ports, resources, wrecks, and like this one to scavenge. You can claim both this and the cannon. It's too dangerous to stay. See, I've only played the early access version, and on this you could actually leave without getting the bat, and so I thought I had to leave, but anyway. We're good. We're good. The bat treats his rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. You offer to put it back in its cage and leave it the Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. We have a definite bat. Okay. So we can go to the engine room to get more fuel or just run away because it's way too dangerous to stay. So let's get out of here. Away. You lead your boarding party back to your vessel, unshackling her from the buckling Ozymandias. You stoke your engine and steam away, restocked, repaired, and rearmed. The crew give a ragged cheer. Your terror has reduced. Onwards! So now we have a cannon. Pew, pew. Oh, yes. F to send out your scout. It's cost supplies. Ooh. Reluctantly, your bat confesses to having found something. Interesting. Hey, it's the way. The bat has found new... what are we looking for? New West Hampshire? New West Haven? Yes, yes. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. We've been summoned by Captain Whitlock, by the way. Captain Whitlock lies in bed, black mark, cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Inquire after the captain's injuries. The locomotive's doctor attends her. His lips are tight. The brand. A word of living fire pursued Orphean across the Blue Kingdom. It caught you just before you passed through the transit relay to the Reach and set its brand upon the captain. It burned itself right through her, the doctor whispers. When I closed the worst of her wounds, I could see the sign is seared into her bones and her organs. Judging from her symptoms, it is on the inside of her lungs, too. The captain leans to one side and vomits a plume of fire into a copper bowl. There is nothing the doctor can do. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of... No, sorry. I'm going to stop reading those eventually, once I get it. Approach the bedside. The captain opens her eyes as you draw near. She attempts to smile. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance in her tongue. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burnt meat breath. But promise. She breaks off to scream a word in a language that is not made for human mouths. Ooh, scary. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request, a little more than a gasp. A little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service. Promise. Promise her you obey her last command. Whatever it is, you'll see it done. She sinks back relieved. All in my will. She gasps. Be a better. She breaks off as the sigils burn into her bones flare, glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better captain than I. The efforts exhaust her. She sinks back into the scorched pillows in a twisting, frantic fever. The walls of the... Don't let go, Jack. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with... Let me onto the stupid door! With a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. You have an engine to command. Take your leave. You leave the cabin and the scorched stink of Thayer behind, and return to the bridge. New Winchester. That's where we're going, not New Hampshire. New West... What did I say? Whatever. New Winchester is further than you'd like, and the captain hasn't long left. All right, primary fire. Okay, so I gotta be careful. If I shoot the cannon when I'm fully loaded, I do damage to my hull. It's a bad guy. Dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh. Nice. We got the Marauder. Let's loot it. You approach the buckled wickets, poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. Raid the remains. Marauders pillage homesteads and hunt travelers across the Reach. They often carry stolen valuables. Or we can strip it for repairs We don't need to repair. We're good. We're going to get stuff. Ill-got gains. Your boarding party returns with wallets and watches, cufflinks, lockets, and keepsakes. You store them in the safe to be pawned when, if you make it back to port. You now have 39 times sovereigns. Many sovereigns. All the monies. And I can always check my map with tab. Ooh, Bancroft's Forum. I want to talk in the fora. Yeah, okay, we want to go this way. We want to go this way. Also, I should probably stop hitting walls. The taste of smog, the sound of iron on iron. We are home. New Winchester. The new port, the crew, you're going to see what it has to offer. Oh, yes. So loud, these ports. Ooh. Arrival at New Winchester. You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot and steam of Wolvesey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weather explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brusque station master bustles over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities. Hey, what's up, X5? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Look to the Orphan's doctor. He's just arrived at your shoulder, pardon me. His face is solemn, his hat in his hands. He lowers his eyes. The passing. The crew exchange bleak, wordless looks. The Orphan itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that, unfortunately, Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. See, even amidst the tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock is deceased, the station authority require their answers from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles, locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? Yeah, exactly, Tikanjia. And X5. I'm looking for secrets. I grew up on shooters. Let's make ourselves a life. We're doing well, X5. We're doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. All right. So I started with iron. I want to go with iron. We'll begin with higher iron, the skill of confronting and overcoming. I like power. You serve in Her Majesty's military, but how? So we could be the Royal House Guards, we could be the Corps of Royal Engineers, or in the Commissariat. Commissariat? So we could have the skill of convincing and enduring. Affiliate myself with the House of Bohemia. With Bohemia. I could increase my mirrors, the skill of investigating and deducing, and affiliate with villainy, and increase my veils, the skill of deceiving and veiling, and affiliate myself with the establishment. Let's go with Bohemia. What does winning mean to you? Wealth, fame, the truth. Even the stars have secrets, but they won't keep them from you. A message from an old friend begins an unwise quest to learn a secret that the stars hide. What drives you? Curiosity, justice, insolence, whatever it is, it will be tested. This is a demanding ambition, best played by a lineage that has already completed wealth or fame. Ooh. Well, let's go for money. I like money. You want a comfortable retirement, and by comfortable we mean extravagant. Many have made their fortunes out among the stars. Many more have failed, broken and lost in drifting night. Will you be different? To win, gather a substantial retirement fund, acquire lodgings at a hub port, and retire. Let's retire. Okay. Sure, we could be this captain. Dr. Gunn. Professor. Professor, I'm a teacher. I would like to be a professor in this game. Professor Gunn. Maybe I'll just, for convenience sake, I shall be Professor Flayos. Also, hello, did I introduce myself? My name is Flayos. I'm streaming here on GogCom. I used to be a regular, not so much anymore. Here's our starting stats. We're Bohemian. Let's start our game. For real. Oh, got an achievement. I don't know. There we go. The Garden of Heaven. Discover all stations in the reach. I'm not sure I was supposed to get that achievement. Okay. In addition to your ordinary crew, you have an officer or perhaps a mascot. You'll need to formally appoint them before you can benefit from their skills, abilities, or animal charisma. To do this, open the officers panel while in port. Okay, thank you. 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to an Acropolis train bound for the serene mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. A methodical notary is reading the will. The captain was wealthy, once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Listen to the end. The captain's relatives, for whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here. In a final codicil, the notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orpheon was to pass to first officer. He peers at you with dry gray eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orpheon's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was, at the time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. He hands you an address card, and deposit it there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're captain now. The Orpheon is yours. Captain Whitlock's legacy. You can investigate the black box at New Winchester. You could take the box to London as requested, or you could sell it and be done. The captain's dead. I am the captain now. You bequeath a large black box. You've been that. Yep. You got a large black box, and you got 100 new sovereigns. Got it. The clamoring central station of New Winchester, a place of steam and smut and thundering iron. Here you can find people willing to pay for a skilled captain's services. So we can explore the city, recruit the incautious driver, have an opportunity, the fastidious inspector, investigate the black box. Ooh. Let's see. Maybe let's just investigate the black box. Captain Whitlock left you in the hold of the Orpheon. Her will described it only as a black box. Useless. It is a casket of black... I don't know if this is pronounced basalt or basalt, so I'll call it basalt. Longer than you are tall, unadorned, with a single small recess that contains a keyhole. The thing must weigh most of a ton. It stands upright in a corner of the hold where the crew have pushed it out of the way. Consider what to do with it. Try and remember when Captain Whitlock acquired it. Examine the box. Sell the box as a curiosity. Last request of Captain Amelia Whitlock was for the box to be transported to a specific address in London. Alternately... Yeah, okay, we already talked about that. Try and remember. Captain Whitlock had it brought on board just before your ill-fated expedition to the Blue Kingdom. It was empty then. You know because you saw the lid and the box carried on board separately and assembled in the hold. It's not empty now. It is sealed and even heavier than before. But you left for the Blue Kingdom shortly after the box was delivered and made no stops along the way. So whatever's inside the box now, Captain Whitlock found in the Blue Kingdom. Ooh. It does look like the black monolith, doesn't it, Purgy? Examine the box. There are no carvings or inscriptions on it. The join where the lid meets the body is too thin to admit even a knife blade. There are no holes by which light or air might find their way in. It is impossible to see inside without opening. Even the keyhole has been engineered in such a way as to prevent peeking. The recess with the keyhole, though, as far as you can determine, this is a more recent addition to the box. The stone has been drilled and chiseled away to create space for a modern metal lock. I did decide to do the captain's last request. The captain's last request, which I found out after the will was read, was to deliver a sarcophagus to a certain address in London, but not open the sarcophagus. So I don't think we're going to be getting that in the next hour and a half. But that's kind of one of the ultimate quests that I am going to be going on with Captain Fleos. Consult with an academic? Well, we can't really do it. That is what she asked. She said, be a better captain than me and do what the will says. Hey, Cat Pig. Welcome. So we can do all sorts of things, but not yet. Perhaps not. An opportunity. The fastidious inspector. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. It is embossed with the crown and hourglass of London's Orological Office, the body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the empire. Cheerio! Noms, fries, and schnitzel. That's how it works, right? I'm hoping to book a passage to Port Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. If I can, of course, pay. Pay sounds promising. Horological. Thank you. The locomotive I was on broke down following a boiler rupture. The chief engineer's fault, I suspect. A gentleman fonder of brandy than of diligence. Here, an initial sum to seal a bargain. Prosper lies west-southwest of New Winchester. Not that there is anything, or such a thing as north-southeast, or indeed west out here. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more reliable stars visible for the Empress's new palace and named them north, east, south, and west. Londoners value familiarity. Okay, so we got 50 sovereigns. We have the fastidious inspector. Onwards! Let's see here. Officers. Let's check out our officers. Your officers. Scouts. Okay, hide the advice. I don't seem to have any officers. 0 officers. That's okay. What's in our hold? Let's check out our hold. We have a bat. It's a diffident bat. And we have 4 supplies and 2 fuel. And our possessions, we have a black box, a fastidious inspector, and a train of people. 8 people. Maybe there's an officer in the black box. Maybe there is an officer in the black box. Because it's small or entirely metaphysical. Okay. Oh, I'm sure you're right. Memory's an 8-bit. I'm sure you're right. Go north from Earth. Spatchcock, reclaimed locomotive, not renamed. Okay. Let's recruit the incautious driver, maybe. Ooh. I specialize in test driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. The driver indicates a crashed engine still smoking. Like that, without the screaming. Officer require a sign-on fee. Okay. What harm can it do? You'll get a chief engineer who'll increase your iron by 6, your hearts by 2, and your affiliation establishment by 1. Okay. Sweet. The driver board's eager to get started. I recently parted ways with the Windward Company, they explain. Personally, I think a crash a week isn't so bad. They disagreed. Oh well, live and learn. Onwards. Okay, now we can recruit our officer. Or assign our officer. Chief engineer. There we go. Nice. So we get plus 2 hearts, plus 6 iron, plus 1 affiliation with the establishment. Ooh, we can gamble. The driver has no tolerance for uneventful voyages. When not on duty, they stare through the stained glass windows as if willing excitement to ride in on a wave of disaster. When they take the wheel, the rest of the crew grip the nearest available supports and whisper quiet prayers to various gods. So there's a listed poker game. Let's see. Shall we play a game of poker? You enter the hold to find the game well underway. The driver sits cross-legged in front of a pile of freshly won sovereigns and 3 newly impoverished members of the crew. A stoker angrily throws an expensive-looking wash in the pile of winnings and departs in fury. The driver looks up. Professor, care to make a wager? Yeah, I think it's just so that everything starts off the same, and then from there, Mikhaos, things branch off. I think. It's just to give everything a fresh start. I don't know. Or not, like, the same start. The driver deals the cards between the players. The cook and the crewman, whose name you can't place at the moment, watch each other with barely disguised suspicion. Behind you, a small crowd gathers to see their captain's coin. Place the bet and prepare to play. I have a 10% chance of success. Failure. Whew. I'm going to stop. You throw your cards down, not expecting to win. You are not disappointed. The driver barely even looks at the cards before going all in, claiming the pot with nothing more than a pair of aces. The other players glare suddenly, regretting their hesitation. I hear you used to be a test driver, says the quartermaster. The driver nods. You'd never have thought it. As a child, I loved my trains, very ordered, a safe little space where they could go round and round and nothing could go wrong. It was only after the crash that I realized I needed more. I suppose surviving that taught me there was more to living than simply being alive. Another round? No. That's enough of that. The remaining crew around the circle relax as you stand to leave. The driver shuffles the cards, ready to begin the next round. Okay, so we could ban it, or we could be cool. We're gonna be cool. The driver nods to you, idly scratching in the air. Just for a moment, you spot something green winding around their finger. Learning about the incautious driver. You are learning more about the incautious driver. They keep scratching their ears even when driving. A nervous tic or perhaps a sickness that might spread amongst the crew. Yeah, let's find out what this is. Yes, the driver scratches again. It's nothing, just a little earache. I'm sure it comes and goes. Their knees trembles with the frustration of being pulled away from the wheel for even this short conversation. See? All fine now. Recommend a visit to the doctor. The health of the crew is paramount. Order a visit to the doctor. The efficiency of your crew cannot be allowed to slide. Leave it for now. As long as it doesn't affect their work, it is none of your concern. Ooh. I'm a little concerned. Not necessary, the driver protests, scratching their ear with renewed force. A look of pain flashes across their face at the moment. Perhaps, my family knows of a specialist in New Winchester. I think father owns the building. I think I can call in a favor. Alright. We've learned as much as we can from the driver for now. We could repair our locomotives. I think we're okay. Explore the city. Let's check things out. Learn about trading. How do I make money? The smoky, clanking, singing, stamping, thronging, frantic heart of the reach, an ever-expanding port of soot-smudged glass and bright steel, spilling across a drifting, mist-wrapped archipelago. Its factories thunder, its engines' sheds ring with hammers and hiss with steam. Locomotives chug into sidings. Is it possible to explode the city? Possibly. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, destroy home parts. Why not? I'm gonna fight. I'm going iron. Memories in 8-bit. We are going iron here. Locomotives chug into sidings to repair or flare across the sky and away into the high wilderness. Learn about trading. Okay. Let's learn. A porter of the station advises you to visit the nearby pub, the Promise of Days, and talk to the seasoned captain there. They keep their ears to the ground. They know an opportunity or two. Visiting the Promise of Days is one of the options when exploring the city. Continue. Escort the incautious driver to the family doctor. A silver plaque on the door bearing only a name indicates this as the address of New Winchester's most exclusive practice. Nice. An immediate appointment. Well, the doctor conducts her examination. The driver asks you to update their old records with the current employment. You take a moment's pleasure in the driver's ridiculous middle name and pass over the field on gender. Straightforwardly crossed out. Well, no wonder they were saying they all the time. Gender fluid? Gender unknown. Non-binary. Their address was last an raisingly prestigious New Winchester townhouse. You amend it to the name of your locomotive. Ah, the doctor says, peering at the driver's ear. A case of verdancy, a fungal colonization of the brain. Not uncommon in the Reach. You've noticed uncharacteristic impulses, changes in behavior? She eyes the driver's sky suit and scars. The driver nods. Yes, the spores root deeply in the brain. Attempts to extract them have been less than satisfactory results. I'm afraid the best prescription is to entertain them, take them where they want to go, see the things they want to see. Typically, a little travel does the job. They'll soon lose interest. Whoa, gross. I'm glad you're enjoying the lurk, Lovelust. Welcome to the ASMR stream. I start rubbing my beard against the microphone. No, that's gross. Okay. Let's visit the Promise of Days. Look at this. This mouse is wearing a little eye patch. What a cute mouse. Actually, that's a rat. What a cute rat. Old pistons gleam on the walls. The shelves are crowded with mementos from across the sky. The clientele raise their voices to be heard above the comforting clamor of the adjacent engine yards. Introduce yourself to the seasoned captains. You're always happy to offer words of advice. I mean, they are. Sometimes many words of advice. Before gathered at the usual table, the I'm going to take a drink. The masked citizen, a libertine, polymath, and pioneer of the neo-nocturnal artistic school. The bedeviled didact, a scholar haunted by his discoveries. The plucky baroness, explorer, collector, philateless. And Spatchcocker Mag, who hunts monsters. Of course, everything out here is jolly dangerous, says the Baroness. Few risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the places you visit and deliver them to Victory Hall or Company House. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Look for other opportunities along the way, advises the masked citizen. Passengers want transport, rich men in need of bloody work, etc. etc., etc. Ask them how to make fortune through trade. The didact says, fiddling with his innumerable talismans, an essential topic. Meg slides you a stool. I hope it is a stool to sit on, and not a stool that has been pooped out of the anus. The captains shuffle around to make room. The masked citizen buys you a drink of their own invention. It is violet and foggy. The plucky Baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away. How do I buy and sell goods? Well, I can't even imagine Memory's name, but speaking in my non-native language for as long as you did while reading, crazy. Like if this were a Spanish game, I would struggle far more than you did. So, yes, don't feel bad. Feel amazing, because that's what you are. You can sell practically anything at a big trade hub like New Winchester, the Baroness answers. If you want to buy, though, you'll need to travel to more distant ports. Each specializes in a particular export. Meg spits chewing tobacco on the floor. No money in buying at markets prices and selling them at them, too. Of course there are Spanish games, I'm assuming. You want to look for bargains or prospects of people offering better money. Buy cheap, sell dear. Many words. Yes. There are many interesting words. Excuse me, many interesting words. What are prospects? The masked citizen slips their drink. The biggest port in each region has a bazaar where captains do business. There you can learn of people at other ports prepared to pay over the odds for a commodity. When you accept the commission for a prospect, it's yours. No other captain will pursue it. It's all fantastically uncivilized. Their smile is droll. You'll have to source the goods yourself, of course, says the bedeviled didact. Find a port that exports them. The clientele will want a certain amount. You can supply some or all of it, but if you provide all they need, they may furnish you with an additional reward. Except prospects at major points. Cold hearts read like a children's book. Okay, ask them if they know of a good trading prospect. In a point of fact, I do, says the masked citizen, tapping an elegant finger on their elegant glass. The host at Magdalene's needs an urgent delivery of seeds, paying a pretty penny, too. If I were you, I'd get to the bazaar straight away, put my mark against it. Meg grunts. Broken Port Avon is selling cheap seeds. Chirpy chap. God knows why his face looks like it's been pushed through a mangle. An opportunity. Port Avon lies to the south-southeast of New Winchester. Magdalene's lies to the south-southwest of New Winchester. Okay. We are done. Shops. Let's go to the bazaar. Seeds for Magdalene's. Magdalene's provides comfort and sympathy to the weary Skyfarer. Its hosts will tell you any lie you need to hear. Some of these lies require flowers. An amenable host wants up to 3 sacks of verdant seeds and will pay 80 sovereigns for each. Magdalene's lies to the south-southwest of New Winchester. Souls report prosper. Lord blank. Have you guys ever read old novels? Like, not super old novels, but, early 1900s. They often use these blanks in, I don't know. It was a weird thing that they did back then to kind of so they wouldn't use real names, and so it kept the mystery. I don't know. Not the mystery. Kept it from, I don't know. It was a little weird. It's 6:42, guys. I mean 5:42. I am not up to my usual. I can't speak clearly. It's fine. 3 consignments of souls for an infernally themed party to celebrate his diamond wedding anniversary. The quality of the souls is immaterial. Their function will be purely decorative. God save the Queen, etc. Prosper lies to the west-southwest of New Winchester. Let's claim this one too. Hopefully that's not like a bad thing. Abraham's Engineering. What can we do at Abraham's? Nice. So we can... Ooh, sack of verdant seeds. We don't want that. I see, I see, I see. Here's all the things that we can buy and sell. Huxley, Orwell, and Hemingway. Well, you're more well-read than I am. Buying. Let's buy some supplies. Let's see, how much money do I have? Okay, a little bit. And a little bit of fuel. Nice, some old travel reports. I've heard of that too, Tikanjia. Kind of sad, but I mean, it's good now that they don't have to do that. That it doesn't have to be done anymore. Victoria Market. Okay, that's where we are. Wolversley Engine Yard. So obviously we do not have nearly enough money to trade our engine in. Ooh, look at this thing, 19,500, an infernal beast of brass and steam, furnished with indulgent luxury, with carpet thick enough to lose your toes in. That sounds amazing. All right. Nope. I guess we're... I'm gonna just dock again quickly. And, let's see. Iron crew. No, we don't need to do that. Repair the locomotive. No, we're okay. Ambition wealth. And we're not rich enough. We need 5,000 sovereigns to start our ambition here. Scene 1. Okay. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. And did we explore everything in the city? I think we did. Oh, we didn't inquire about the war. The slow-burning war for the Reach forms the backdrop of daily life in New Winchester. The New Gazette! Citizens wishing to keep up with the developments in the war turn to the New Gazette. It is famously the only newspaper worth reading in New Winchester, as well as the only paper that hasn't bankrupted itself. Its quality speaks for itself. Nice. Here you can read the progress of the war, check your reputation with the factions, and who currently controls the Reach. The Assembly runs New Winchester from Victory Hall and seeks to strengthen its hand in the Reach. London's proxy, the Windward Company, however, maintains a considerable presence in the Reach, although New Winchester is still neutral ground. Tensions are mounting within and without the port. Is my name in here? Your name does not appear in any of the Tackety-focused reporting on the war. Apparently, you are not considered worthy of comment. There's no mention of you among the stories about the Stovepipes Reach and fortunes. You are not of interest to them. Perhaps not. Maybe Snape, that reminds me of when my grade 5 or grade 6 teacher left a comment on one of my stories. This sounds like it's describing a video game. And you know what? It was describing one of the boss battles from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And so I wrote back, it is. And then my teacher was like, well, you gotta be more descriptive. And I guess people these days need that memo. You gotta be more descriptive, guys. Okay, we've finished up here at New Winchester. Let's get out of here. I love how big this dock is. I mean, it's this tiny little locomotive. A tiny little locomotive. It's in the details. The details. It was it was a creative writing project, Catpig. And yes, it was the fight with Metal Sonic. Very important. Enter still. We're discovering things. Okay, now if I remember, over this way is where we get the seeds, and over the other way is where we sell them. Purgy, I do not believe that you get more wagons. I think it's just pure locomotives. Someone else would know better than I, but I did read that in one of the reviews. Oh, it's a Tackety Scout. I don't think we're friends. Oh, we're not enemies. The UCE dashing ram. Okay, I'm going to avoid fighting these guys. Because who knows, they'll probably destroy me. Let's send the bat out. See what we can find. The toddler dachshunded across the street. Your scout reports his findings. Marauders prowl these dim groves in defiance of nearby New Winchester. Ooh, okay, so there's something over there. Possibly a town. Possibly something cool. Those ships... Yeah, I think they might need better pilots. It's true. I just don't want to die this early on. It's tempting. It's tempting to kill them. Oh. Getting a little lowish on fuel. Not super low, but only 3 barrels of fuel remain. But we got enough crates, enough supplies. Oh, it's a marauder. Whew. Oh boy. Oh, he got me. Dang it. I keep strafing the wrong way. Uh-oh. Ah! I need to work on my strafing skills. Oh, no. I am literally strafing into it every single time. Oh, we are in trouble. We are in big trouble. Oh, that was really close. We should probably go back to New Winchester. To the victor of the spoils. The crew of the Marauder lie dead in the corridor, killed not by your guns, but by knives and small arms fire. The only survivor is the captain, locked in the brig with a bottle of brandy. Chalk eyes stare back from every wall. When he ran out of chalk, he began scraping them in with his fingernails. Little remains of them but bloodied stumps. "I've seen this before, Captain," says a crew member, grasping your arms. "Sky madness. Magdalenes can treat it, if you can be bothered to take the poor sod." Bring the poor fellow aboard. The high wilderness is cruel, and this could easily be you one day. Begin a short quest. Woohoo! The crew wrap the sky-maddened captain in blankets and secure them tightly with belts. It takes 4 to transport him safely to your locomotive. He might not be happy restrained, but it should keep him from harm until you get to Magdalenes. Magdalenes lies to the south-southwest of New Winchester. The captain secured. You have a moment to see whether there's anything worth on his locomotive before abandoning it in the wilderness. Okay. Loot the hold! What could it be? A distressingly odored barrel. No one is keen to get close. If it's a severed head, I will be very upset. Lid is gingerly removed. I'll breathe a sigh of relief when the coke is revealed, black and precious. Coke really does smell bad. Coke, I mean like the coal coke stuff. The fossil fuel, not, I mean I like the smell of Coca-Cola. Anyway, the captain's truest friend. Onwards. Yeah, we're gonna go back to New Winchester. Your hull's a little worse for wear. Try to repair it soon. No one is keen to get... Ba-doom. Commander Keen. My favorite. Good thing we have the incautious driver on board. Also, I have to be careful to not crash into things. Otherwise, I don't think we would have been strong enough. Though maybe you don't do more damage for having more iron. I don't know how it works. Wish list. I know, it's, Stopped clock. The fastidious inspector approaches you in the galley. Captain, good day. I noticed your ship's clock had stopped. Perhaps you'd permit me to repair it. She has a little case of tools and a hopeful expression. Permit it. I prefer things to be right more than twice a day. To try and play some snake squeezing. Thank you, Super Standa. Welcome. She gives a grateful flicker of a smile and gets set to work. Soon she has the back off the clock and has spread tiny cogs across the galley table. Obscure orological tools gleam brassily among them. Everything has a place. I appreciate the opportunity to keep myself busy. Staring too long at the stars is harmful to the temperament. Let's talk. The fastidious inspector has a round face, brown eyes, and short, dark hair. She gives the impression of being perpetually busy. Inquire about her work. She sniffs. It is of fundamental importance that the 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June in one corner of the Empire occurs at the same time as 10 o'clock on the 2nd of June in the opposite corner. How is an empire to function if it can't agree what day it is? Unfortunately, the process is complicated by the fact that time is less reliable than it was. The hours trade has seen to that. Huh. What is the hours trade? You've heard the Emperor's awards are favorites with gifts of years to extend their lives, and that you can become rich, mining for hours to satisfy London's hunger for them. Oh, hours have more uses than that. We use them to increase the efficiency of work worlds, to speed journeys to distant regions, to resolve overcrowding in prisons. It does make my life more difficult when time knots and stretches like wool on the loom. More difficult, but more vital. Her Majesty seized a great trove of them when she assumed the throne of hours, and now even more have been found in the Reach. Miners dig them from the ground. She looks momentarily wistful. I hope someday to retire with a modest pension of years myself, to prolong the better part of my retirement. Choo-choo, choose me? No, time zones are of no importance to the Empire. Discuss the Reach. It is an uncouth splendor, but I miss Albion, and the steady light of the clockwork sun. These sunless reaches are so misty and quiet. She pauses, but critical. The territories here are rich with raw hours, and enough vegetation grows on them to feed the whole of London, even if some of it is a dubious shape. Discuss suns. What happened to Reach's sun? How did Her Majesty defeat the old sun? We warred and we won. It's not my area of expertise, I'm afraid. The sun's made the law, they say. Now Her Majesty makes it. As for the Reach's sun, she looks through the window at the lightless, steering mists. I don't know. Do suns grow old? Do they die of natural causes? I think that would probably be better than the alternative, wouldn't it? Let's see. Shall we ask of London? London sits in her coat of smog. Courtiers squabble at the foot of the throne of hours, hoping to receive endowments of years. Meanwhile, hard-working civil servants labor to ensure everything is run as it should. Was there a touch of archness there? All is normal. I miss her, though. There's no city like London in all the skies, and Albion is very different from the Reach, much more civilized. Let's ask about the Winchester War. There are those who feel that London is a long way away and they do a better job governing themselves. The frontier attracts independent spirits. We call them Tacketites for their hobnail boots that are so practical out here. London unsurprisingly disagrees. The Windward Company earnestly represents Her Majesty's interest in the region, sometimes very earnestly indeed. The Tacketies, sorry. I call them Tacketites? They're Tacketies. Call London loyalists stovepipes for our hats, I suppose. She avoids looking at you. And you, Captain? Where do your sympathies lie? With London. You remember your heritage and the queen who led you to the skies. With the Tacketies. These are new lands. Why should old rules or old masters hold sway? You feel no loyalty to either side. Perhaps you'd rather be left alone. Perhaps you're undecided. Perhaps you've seen the conflict as an opportunity. What a remarkable indulgence, she remarks, with a raised eyebrow. Alright, let's compliment her. Thank you, she says, a small embarrassed silence. It is possible the inspector is pleased. It's rather hard to tell. Bid her a good even. As do you, Captain. I think I shall make a cup of tea. A cuppa! The clamor of New Winchester can be heard on the wind, familiar as a disagreeable uncle. Everyone's got one of those, right? I don't, actually. I only have like 3 uncles. And they're all decent people, so. So let's fix ourselves a new Winchester. And maybe get some more supplies so that we don't eat ourselves. Cannibalism is a thing in this game. From what I understand. It happens when you run out of supplies. Alright. We are home. Thank goodness. Let's not crash on the way to porting ourselves. is true, Darth Sisu. It's true. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay, let's explore the city. Go to the shops. Oh no, engine yard. Wait, no. Where do I need to go? Why am I having such a hard time knowing what to do? I guess I've never repaired an engine before. That's weird. It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, you know what? It's at the station. There we go. Fully repair your hull. There we go. He cleans. Our hull quality is now 30, and we are totally out of money. Onward and upwards, people. So, I mean, I wanted to buy supplies, but we're out of monies. No time to buy food. So let's get out of here. Gotta kill more. Gotta kill. Well, those guys weren't marauders, though. They were just some dudes. A couple guys having a good time. Who am I to kill them? But we will go have to go hunting, because if we're gonna buy seeds, we're gonna have to have money. It's just simple supply and demand and stuff like that. Scams narrow. 57 experience gained. Let's see. Now, does this connect to where we were? It does. Okay. That's fine. It is a good thing I don't have to pay salaries. Then we'd really be in trouble. Smoke. I think it is time. No, I can't. They're too fancy. The UCE best not to think about it. Oh, shoot. Whew. Oh, there I go again. Whew. Whew. Does this make me a bad person? Am I preying on the helpless? I'm just a bad shot. Not a bad person, a bad shot. It's an accident. Just a bad pilot. The Tackities favor scrappy, versatile engines, then when not skirmishing with company vessels can serve double duty as traders, messengers, or transports. A section of the Scout's plating is intact. You could use it to repair some of your hull. See if it's cargo. Let's go for the cargo. So I'm a good person if I'm for England. Right. Tackities often carry natural resources they have hewn, farmed or mined from the reach. Wow, okay, I just killed a bunch of farmers. Planks of bronze wood, vessels of sticky cloister nectar, sacks of boisterous seeds, barrels of ours, freshly dug from some nameless skyrock. What did this one have? Mangled Tackety nameplates remained unchanged at 0. I have now 1 barrel of unseasoned hours. Independent colonies are just a bunch of trouble. It's better if we just stick to the Empire. Oh, I'm level 2. Let's do something. Choose a facet. Grow stronger. We can be scarred. We can have an interlude. I'm going to do this one. You came close that day to death. It left its mark. What was it that nearly killed you? An attempt on your life? There's a bullet scar beside your heart. You have learned since then to be more judicious in your choice of friends. Or an engine accident. I'm really enjoying Cap Norwich. So, just like, Sorry, it's early in the morning. Sometimes I have a hard time putting my words together. I haven't played a lot of it, and I haven't played Sunless Seas or Fallen London. So I'm coming as a newcomer to this game, and I am really enjoying the writing. I'm really enjoying the playing. So I think it's fantastic. Also, it's on sale for like 10% off, I think. Guys, just so you know. What do ours taste like? Like memories of sadness. Okay, anyway, we're doing bohemian things. So we're gonna do that. We've got hearts, we've got fists. Yeah, I really should. You know what? Maybe I actually own it. Do I own Sunless Seas? I don't know. I might. It might be in my backlog. If not, then it's on my wish list. Kind of embarrassing. Anyway. Yeah, so click that link. Oh, hello. Marauders. Whew. I dodged the right way this time, guys. Oh, shoot. Overdid it. Oh, man. Almost got away with no damage. Okay. Let's loot the hold. Distress in the ordered barrel. Please be coke. Please be coke. Oh, good. Whew. It's coke. Need my cocaine. Thanks, Cat Pig. I just had to remember which way to strafe. You know what? I should... No, I want to check this way. We're going to go this way. Ooh. Wreckage. The Swan's Path. The detritus of another skirmish in the Winchester War. Mourn the dead. It is proper. The windows are dark, the engine silent. Perhaps something of value lies within. The windows of the crew quarters are occluded with frost, but what was that movement you saw? Let's try it. Failure. The signaler fetches their signal lamp and flashes a patient message into each port side window. You watch and wait. There, hands bang into the glass from within, a wild-eyed face. You dispatch a boarding party. They retrieve a survivor who is eager to sign on. She proves to be a hard worker. However, her reckless laughter and her stories of the horrid, haunting things she saw from her frosty window do not improve morale. We've got new crew, but we've also gained some terror. Things are getting scary. Yeah, left is right and right is left, and that's just what's throwing me off. I have no problem moving left or right, but strafing for some reason just throws my brain off. Aliens. Welcome, Aerobean. Okay. Onwards and upwards, folks. Oh, shoot. Yes, you can run into... Ugh, that's embarrassing. Fine. It's fine. It would have been nice if we got some supplies, though. So the question is, do I send out the bat to get more... or to do some scouting while losing some supplies to do so? We're going to go for it. You're low on supplies, which run out, the crew begin to starve. Oh, good. A port city. That was a good choice. Except we still have no money, do we? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's check out our hold. No money. We are still impoverished. It's fine. It's fine. No one's gonna eat themselves. We're A-okay, guys. I mean, we got 9 crew. That said Perkins' corpse. A carmine glow burns in the dark Magdalene's, where you can buy comforting lies. Woohoo, it's a brothel of sorts. This has significantly reduced your terror. Ah. Oh, forever stranger full of devils covered in mushrooms. Man, the background music, it's kind of like, it's very incidental. That's not the right word. It's great. That's all I'm trying to say. I like it. Thigh meat. Thigh meat's the best meat. Magdalene's is the closest thing many skyfarers have to a home. It offers services to alleviate the strains of life spent too close to the stars. The glass spires of Magdalene's pierce the clouds like swords. The Oniric chambers treat your nightmares for some the sleepless nights lost in formless terror. Of persistent night terrors and elusive dreams, more severe treatments are required. The solace chambers treat your terror. The skies are full of terrible wonders. Alright. The glass spires of Magdalene's pierce the clouds like swords. Shadowed figures can be seen moving through the gleaming corridors, their identities obscured by the hued glass. Crowds of skyfarers, ministry officials and merchants mill about the forecourt. In varying degrees of distress, all watch the clock set in the great clock tower, waiting for their appointed hour. Deliver the Sky-Madden Captain. The nurses bring a stretcher to carry the Sky-Madden Captain from your train. He'll receive the care of Magdalene's finest. At least Magdalene's finest with the sense of charity, given that he has nothing on to pay for the ministrations. Alright. One-time vision of the heavens. Interesting. A founder and master of ceremonies at Magdalene's. He has requested you by name, the amenable host. Well, let us speak with the amenable host. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's red door is always open. The attendant leaves you just as the clock begins to chime. The amenable host reclines on a couch of crushed velvet, a goblet of sparkling wine in his long fingers. Somewhere in the tower above him, the great clock ticks away. As a policy, the host's atrium is always open to guests. He's available to hear opinions, friendly criticism, and suggestions. Today, he has a headache. Listen to his request. He beckons you close. His voice is soft and sibilant, like butter melting in candlelight. A guest who has become rather too attached to a particular attendant. He always requests that the same attendant appear in the exact same guise. The amenable host's lip curls in distaste. He reiterates the aim. Pardon me, I need a drink again. He reiterates the aim of Magdalene's, a place of heathing and respite. It was not meant to feed obsession or self-indulgence, self-loathing. The guest brings sickness. I would have him purged. I have a dossier on our guest if you're interested in helping. Okay. The amenable host reclines on a couch of crushed velvet. We already talked about it. Take the lacrimose. I don't think I have ever heard that word in my life. Lacrimose guest's dossier. The amenable host requests to help removing a customer who is blurring the boundaries of healer and patient. The amenable host smiles indulgently. I'm so glad you want to help. He produces a thin sliver of pages and passes them to you. I'd recommend taking on the role of one of our attendants. That way, you'd be playing the role of someone significant to him. The amenable host sighs, reaching for his goblet. He knows all our attendants by voice now. Someone new is needed. Onwards! Lacrimose. Tearful. Thank you, Superstand. Yeah, lacrimose is a word. It's an interesting word. All right. Sale of shot and shell. Crow-like captains sell used but functional armament scavenged from cold wreckage of sky battles. Good pickings when the Staccadees and stovepipes fight, he observes professionally. Sir Die-A-Lot, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Good to see ya. Thanks for being here. What were you streaming? Weird words. Weird words. Alright, we have nothing in the bank. We could sell some fuel. That seems very short-sighted, though. Okay, let's deal with the guest. He stands on the threshold of the treatment chambers, his hands trembling. The attendants on duty have been briefed as to your involvement. Stream this as well. Nice. I am assuming you enjoyed it as well as you're hosting the stream. So I'm glad. I'm glad. It's a sweet game. I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh yes, also for the VOD link. Because this is for charity, guys. We've been streaming for... Oh, my phone has been running this whole time. And I just accidentally did a split. That's fine. 1 hour, 8 minutes of gameplay. That is £68 to charity. Slacktivism at the best. No, I think it's great. It's very generous. And I think they're going to make it because quite a few hours ago they hit the halfway mark. 5,000. So I think we'll make it. How do you plan to deal with him? A treatment chamber has been emptied for you. Should you wish to adopt a guise from his past. Alternately, he is stood right there. He does not seem to have noticed you. His eyes instead boring through the doors of the treatment rooms. Approaches directly. Disguises have cut the poor sod enough trouble. Disguise yourself as his mother. She drove them apart once. An attendant will help you with the wig and makeup. Another with a voice. Disguise yourself as his lover. The attendant normally on duty is more than happy to assist you. Anything as long as it gets rid of him. Okay. I'm gonna be direct. The Lacrimosa's guest's eyes widen as you approach. Has there been a problem? You invite him to sit. Stiff brandies are ordered. You recount your own share of heartbreaks and tragedies, and how you found yourself here, and you make clear that despite all that, you will be leaving. He nods slowly, and after a quick shake of your hand, walks away toward the station. He does not look back. Nice. It worked. You should return to the amenable host. He is currently available. Please give me money. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. Excellent. Let the amenable host know the Lachrymose guest is gone. For better or worse, he will not be returned to Magdalene's. The amenable host smiles beatifically. Beatifically. Of course, my staff will be pleased. It is a risk of our trade when our clients can no longer separate identity and illusion, but seldom pleasant. He sighs deeply, echoing around the chamber like a newly freed dove. It is a trap that any of us could fall into. His face darkened briefly. Here, take this. He fishes around beneath the couch for one of his goblets. It'll fetch a pretty price. Take it with my thanks. And do visit us again. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. I am not able to stream regularly on my channel right now, but when I am able to stream, I do stream The Legend of Zelda games generally on Saturdays. But appreciate it. Anyway, let us continue. Not eating boots, then. Not eating boots. Write a port report. Magdalene's is a popular destination. Someone will no doubt be interested in to know how things are here and who has been here, seen here. And thank you for the follow, Shentobi. Welcome to the Godcom channel. Magdalene's is abuzz with activity. Barely as the clock chimed, the climber goes up at the front desk. Guests rushing to and from appointments. Lord was seen in conversation with the amenable host. The east wing was closed for general access all day. A certain distinguished admiral was seen with his second-in-command entering one of the chambers of regret. Several guests come to an excess of sentimentality and were forcibly removed. Andrew reports in to the indurate veteran at Victory Hall or to the prudent secretary at Company House in New Winchester to earn rewards. And the Apogee Quest. Someday the Apogee Quest. Alright, perhaps not. I think we've done all we need here. And we have enough money that we can actually buy some seeds again. So, we need to buy some seeds for Magdalene's. And, uh-oh. Holy cow. Let's get the stovepipe. Captain Norge, thank you so much for the tip. Appreciate it. Very kind. Very kind. Also, thanks for the follow. Of my channel, I mean. Must be a fellow Norwegian. So thank you. Much appreciated. Time to wake up the daughter for school, then gaming. Yes. Well, Same over here, except the daughter that I'm waking up does not go to school yet, but I do. So, hey. Samesies. Alright, let's see. The massive guns of the Dreadnought have finally fallen silent. The Hulk hangs in the firmament like a shed spider in a web, viewed from the vantage of the fly. Its sides are scored and open, its windows shattered, smoke billows from its blind eyes. London will not see what transpires here. So we should probably rummage the kitchens. But I also like money, so let's go for the lockbox. Nice, tons of money. Inside, after some deft work with the bolt cutters, are a series of documents, crisp, white, ministry stamp documents. Some are promissory notes, exchangeable in all reputable ports in the skies. Another is an invitation to the eternal mask on... Ooh, a mask. I love masks. On Perdurance, where London's finest dwell within a single day. Sweet. So we don't have any nameplate from this, but we did get an invitation, and we got lots of money. Please don't fight me, sirs. Your bridge windows fog with recent steam trails. This place is well frequented. Where was I going again? So, southwest is Perkins Copse. We need to go southeast to get some seeds. Because the Londoners are much better equipped. I'm glad I had some not tinkerers. I've not yet purchased the seeds, so I need to go buy some seeds. Then I'm going to return here to Magdalene's and make some money. Oh, hello. Whoa! What the deuce? It's a trap! Oh, wow. You have learned from your experience. Nice, we just leveled up. Oops, oops. Oh, sorry, Magdalene's. Hope I didn't just kill somebody. Whew. Okay, we're getting close to getting this guy, I think. Maybe. Yep, yep. 2 more hits, maybe? Oh, shoot. Hey, that works. Well done. %, chance of a success. Let's not search for survivors. Let's get some random stuff. A light burns within. What could be inside? A silver idol rests inside the cage. 4 wings extend from its hunched shoulders. Made from moonstone, your navigator says in a hushed voice, to amplify the light of the stars. You've gained a 1x vision of the heavens. Nice. Ramming speed! I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but... Oh, and we leveled up. Right. Choose a facet. Grow stronger. A lost love? The battlefield. Okay, this looks good for us. The battlefield. Hold the line, your order said, so you fought and bled on a foreign field far from home. Shells drummed the broken earth, bullets whistled, and bayonets clashed. Screams rang out when silence fell. How did the day end? In victory. Returning to London, you were paraded as exemplars of British pluck. A music hall song was even written about the battle. The events it described were not familiar. Sounds about right. Nice. We are full of iron. The larders bulge with new growths. Ooh. Interesting. It's a little windy over here, guys. Perhaps dangerously so. Dangerously windy. It's fine. We're fine. I tried to. Oh, right. There's cruise control. Oh, that is the wrong... I thought that was the tail. That was the head. Oh, crap. Die. Die, die, die. Shoot, 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 shoot. We should not have survived that. Okay. May gain unusual cargo. We did deliver the captain. There we go. Whew. 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 The crew go to work eagerly, vaulting out into the bright. Tools at the ready. The stripping of the Marauder is slow and painful work. They are cobbled together of stolen parts. Finding suitable fits for your own engine is a process of trial and error. Many of your crew have lost friends, family, lovers to the Marauders. It speeds the work. Okay. So we made it. And now that we have money, we can actually buy some food. And I've turned on cruise control. A nice, handy little thing that I totally forgot about. Okay, we've already raided this. Okay, we're off to a good start. Off to a good start. Nice. Did I not buy boots? Oh, that's fine. Nice. Okay. Raid the safe, we could do that, or we could explore the captain's cabin. The Marauders are really democratic. The captain rules by strength and claims the best for his own keep. Since we have high iron, we can get 100% success of interesting items. The cabin door did not survive the onset of your guns. Nor did the captain. You have to tread carefully. The carpet will not be saved. A few scorched documents sit on bronzewood desk. On the bronzewood desk, they make for interesting reading. Apparently London had need of a few brave captains willing to bring fire to the Tacites. You would not have experienced the signatories. You would not have expected the signatories of the orders. You now have 2 times salon stewed gossip. Nice. We've got gossip. Boots are yummy. No, we're returning to New Winchester. You can also live in them if you're an old lady and have so many children that you have no idea what to do with them. Lights in the distance, a stoker begins to sing a ballad about the chimneys of New Winchester. We made it home, guys! Or just about made it home. Also, you can live in them with your rat with an eye patch and work in the bar. Also true. Oh. Oh, damaged. Damaged? Is that a tickety? Tickety-boo! Okay, we're gonna let them live. I've decided I'm against the establishment. I'm an anti-establishmentarian. We're gonna fight for freedom. As the ancestor of a loyalist. No, not the ancestor. As the descendant of a loyalist. Of many loyalists, I'm sure my ancestors are turning in the graves. But we are going to fight for freedom, folks. And also, we're going to buy food, because we're pretty low. What happens if you run out of fuel? You just kind of stop there and get destroyed? Can you limp on home without... It doesn't make sense to limp on home without coal. There we go. A scrubbed clerk begs a moment of your time. I represent Hallige's, the banking house. We would like to extend our services. Oh. I promise this will only take a moment of your unquestionably valuable time. He produces a folded contract with a flourish. We hear promising things about you, Professor. Very promising indeed. Will accrue your straws and wash your feet. We'd like to extend our services. We provide a secure solution for the storage of your assets. Absolute discretion and steadfastness unto death and beyond. We require only a signature. Sign your name. The offer is entirely complimentary, I assure you. At Hallages, we measure ourselves by quality of our clientele. This will unlock a bank vault, allowing you to store and withdraw items at any hub port. Yes! We have a bank. I'm certain this represents the beginning of a long and warm relationship between ourselves and your lineage. May it endure. I bid you good day, Professor. You may access your bank in the central port of any region. You will find the list of areas in the left-hand menu when docked. Click to transfer items between your hold and the bank. You'll be able to access the contents of your bank from any hub port. If your captain dies, the contents of your bank will be inherited by your next captain. The fortunate navigator is thoroughly examining your engine's pipework. Oh, but he's so handsome. Fortunate navigator is thoroughly examining the engine's pipework. Crucial bit list. Look how it's been maintained. Beautiful. Your stoker beams. That was me. A mid-flight patch 2. Officers require a sign-on fee. Offer more in your locomotive. Establishment affiliation by 1. No. Perhaps not. Let's speak with a driver. Communion with verdancy. The incautious driver paces back and forth, clicking their tongue. Must have been the crash in the native reserve. My father sent me there to take up a nice quiet job. I always did love botany. But when they pulled me from the wreckage, I had new dreams to follow. I thought they were mine. Now I can be sure. A new resolve washes over their face when they turn back, eyes sharp and sparkling with a flicker of emerald. Either way, I know where I have to go. Old Tom's Well. Give me the wheel, Captain. I have an appointment to keep. The well lies to the north-northeast of New Winchester. Okay. Let's repair the loco. Let's see, what is our haul at? Sure. Partially repaired. And then we go to the bank. Let's put the hours in storage. Now let's go to the bazaar. There are no prospects available. That's not what we want. We're at the market. Let's go to the market. Let's buy some supplies. There we go. Our hold is almost full. I think. Jettison cargo. No! Your engine is always hungry. Okay. Let's go. Where's my quest log? Journal? There we go. Trading opportunity. Port Avon. Lies to the south-southeast. So, Magdalene's was over there. So, Port Avon should be somewhere around here, I think. So let's go east-ish. Let's go south-southeast-ish. And we'll go through the Narrows, of course, once again. Man, time has gone so quickly. I've got... If you jettison the cargo, you'll angle jab the hut. Send Greedo after you. At the end of the day, everyone will argue on who shot first. So better not do that. Better not do that. I agree. Memories may bit. Sounds like a disaster just waiting to happen. I've got a full day of work ahead. Guys, it's the new semester at the high school in which I work. The UCE Peary Harlequin. Oh boy, now you've done a purgy. Now you started an argument. No arguments in chat. The kid. Guys, I have a special guest. Right now. Behold my progeny. It's chilly here. Today the sky is cool as blue as ice. Apparently babies smell nice. Now, what do we have here? Everything the light touches will be yours, Fleos Jr. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Well, sodding with my right hand is tricky. Port Avon! Hey, this is what we were looking for. Crew are relieved to see new land. Excellent. A bucolic village nestled within looming pre-human ruins. The dock is little more than a farmyard. Port Avon's inhabitants quickly tire visitors, but you may be able to find ways to increase your welcome here before you venture into the village proper. Recruit a repentant. Here we go. He's looking for passage. He claims to be useful. He doesn't ask where you're headed. He's repentant. There can be no harm. This will give you a signaler who will increase your iron by 4, your veils by 4, and your affiliation establishment and affiliation academy by 1. Perhaps not. Disembark! Oh my goodness. We just had a spit up. Okay. Go. There we go. An oily-faced, black-haired girl waves your locomotive in position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls. As you disembark, a rich knot of scents greets you. Leaves and wood smoke, and reached by an infrequent but pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcomes new visitors, but your novelty will wear off the more time you spend there. When you visit in the future, you may need to bring something to keep them friendly. Your Port Avon welcome is now free. There we go. Port Avon spills prettily across sections of colossal, drifting ruins. Its orchard bask in the evening glow light of a distant nebula. So Port Avon will wear down your welcome. Here you can restore it, allowing you to stay longer. We could write a port report. Were it not for Taka smugglers and sky beasts, you could easily confuse this place for a village on the world you left behind. It's quite peaceful here, apart from some fuss over a newspaper delivery. The villagers frown and change the subject when you ask about it. Okay. Shops. Sharma and Sons. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go, the bazaar. An horticultural opportunity. A buoyant broker is selling sacks of verdant seeds. The floor of the reach is dangerously fecund. There's another word I don't know. Oh, shoot, I forgot to change it. Thank you, Memories in 8-bit. Thank you for doing that. I forgot to... Oh, she's smiling. I forgot to change the hour to 1400. During transport, it's vital the sacks be stored in a cool, dry place, or your hold is likely to become an impromptu shrubbery. A shrubbery! Okay, we're gonna have to sell some fuel. Oh no, no. How do I go back? That's not the button I meant to push. Is there a way to go back without docking or undocking? Filled with life, vital, highly fertile. Interesting. I feel like an idiot. Sadie, how do I do this? Oh, well, I'm going to wear out my welcome. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, yes, Belle is allowed to conduct sky trains. He'll probably be the best at conducting the sky trains. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Sadie? Okay. Host a tea party on your locomotive. No, we're not going to host a tea party. So what I actually want to do is go to the shops. Go to the bazaar. No, go to the Sharman Sons. I'm going to sell a fuel. No. I'm going to sell a fuel. And then I'm going to go to the bazaar and buy some seeds. There we go. Then we're going to get out of here. Buy low, sell high. That's how it works, right? Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I should be allowed to conduct these sky trains, because apparently I'm drunk. Drinking and conducting is not safe. People. Oh. Or you. Don't worry, you'll get some food soon. Wilkenstead. I mean Wilkinsenstead. Okay, so I guess it would make the most sense to go west. Oh, that's the wrong button. Got a Wasad. Oh, I did not realize she was on camera. I know. Unfortunately, my nipples are useless and cannot feed this child. That's a good question, Pergy. Good question. Alright. Oh, we're discovering all sorts of new things. Thanks, Loveless. Incautious drivers. That... No. Slightly different from the one I crashed into. That makes me feel safe, Mr. Incautious Driver. Okay, let's go, cruise control. Oops, that's the wrong button. Maybe we'll discover something. Ooh. Something to crave. Interesting. Okay, so there's something over here. Along our path. I'm glad these tackities aren't mean to me. Whoa. Connection. Encoding overloaded. What is going on? Guys, I'm sorry about these hiccups. I don't know what's going on. I know. Morning's so rough. Uh-oh. Marauder. I can't fight a marauder one-handed. I'm out of here. Oh boy. But I will scavenge. The steel of its chassis is mangled, but the bridge appears largely intact behind its broken window. Or we could just strip her. Maybe the October update's finally sneaking on the machine. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know what happened. Okay, so we could just repair. But we have a 50% chance of getting in. Oh, failure. Your driver pulls the locomotive alongside the wreck close enough for you to leap the gap. You squeeze with difficulty into the starlit bridge, where frozen figures sit stiff at attention. The dead bridge crew, mustaches bristle with ice crystals. You pick a careful path between them. Something at the far end of the room caught your eye. Gain some terror. A clasp jewelry box. Ooh, a sheaf of letters fall from a concealed compartment. The pages are rife with scandal. You would not believe it of her. You would perhaps have believed it of her. Her Sarah numbers are always good. Always good. Onward and upwards. Oh boy. Oh boy. This may be the end, folks. Oh, phew. Sure. Wrong buttons. You know, maybe. Maybe this is horribly foolish. But maybe it's just crazy enough to work. Crap, 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 crap. Holy cow. Okay. I think I know my limits, folks. I think. I'm trying to get them to shoot each other, yes. Ooh, what's that? But, you know, it's, Things are scary. The peacock wind, fruit ripens in your hold. Inappropriate, delicious growths bob in your porridge. It's okay. We're gonna make port in a second here. We'll be fine. But I gotta check out what's over here. Oh, hello. Holy cow. There we go. Okay. So luckily we got there just in time to see a dreadnought get destroyed. The dreadnoughts are the bane of all smugglers. They surely keep the best of their finds themselves. After all, wouldn't you? Let's raid the hold. A triple locked case. What could it be? One moment of inspiration. A picture of two lovers holding hands stands in a brass frame. Something old and horned stands between them, seemingly rubbing its hands in glee. That is a super weird thing. Oh. The tickety's a little upset that I stole his loot. I'm assuming. This is a mess, guys. This is just a crazy mess. Oh yes, the music. There's a link to the music. I'm not sure how much it is. Soundtracks generally cost, what, like $10, $15? Good music, anyway. Shops. Bazaar. Here we go. Yes. Before you leave New Winchester, it might be prudent to buy more supplies. You can buy them at the Victoria Market. Okay. We got some money. And we can buy some munitions. Wait, why am I so full? What am I so full of? Catch of the Heart. You can acquire these at the ruins of Port Avon. And at Winter's Reside in Pan. What is my hold full of? Oh, it's not. Okay, it's just... The game's just a little confused. There we go. Buy that. And maybe buy some souls. There we go. Gingers. No, not gingers. They don't have them. Oh, for the gingers. GOG now has FLAC versions of the music too. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that was... I see, I thought that was the GOG link. I didn't even look. I was just like, oh, soundtrack. Nice. Okay, anyway. Let's talk to the amenable host. Oh, we're almost out of time. An attendant escorts you through the dazzling violet corridors. The host's door is always open. Come on, come on, come on. Listen to the amenable host's request. He is melancholy today, not to mention irritable. He has a job for you, he says, by his voice rich with happiness. I admired your discretion earlier, he sighs. You've seen the dangers of our work upon those who abuse our service, yet we are not immune to it ourselves. He draws your attention to several paintings on the walls. My regulars have at various points requested that I be a prospector on Lustrum, heir to a fine house in Port Prosper and a titan of industry on New Winchester. Very specific requests and more. I have vivid memories of being all three, yet all cannot be true, surely. He presses a locket into your hand. This bears my image. See if anyone remembers me. I can't remember who I was before this. If I could be other than I am, I'd like to know. The amenable host wishes you to recover his identity. Travel to any of Lustrum, New Winchester, and Port Prosper to begin. Alright. Strange. Wait, why did I buy that ammo? I don't know where to sell it. Whatever, it's fine. We got it cheap. Make it a small profit. Zoom out. Whew. So this is one of 4, I believe. Let's see. 1, the reach. 2, 3. Albion. Yes. 1 of 4 areas to explore. Look, man. I don't recommend attacking. I'm bigger than you. I'm better than you. Something that glistens. Something to crave. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Let's continue on. Ooh. Can we make it back to New Winchester without dying? Unsettled dreams that night. Your sleep is peppered with uncomfortable dreams. You dream of a storm whose lightning scratches words across the sky and whose thunder is a cacophony of voices belonging to people you have known. Its winds pluck pitifully at your clothes. You are wearing black, somber, funeral black. Wake. Seek company, and conversation and tea, and perhaps a biscuit. Those fundamental human things that help us forget numerous moments like that. Or commit the dreams to your captain's log. Trap the dream like a fly in amber. Your engine is mostly crewed by the living. That's something. Okay. We're going for it. You record the dream as vividly and as thoroughly as you can. Does your hand tremble as you write? Does the ink spill? And when you read it back, does it make sense? Or does it sound like the ravings of a crumbling mind? You've gained 5 times terror. New total 30. You've gained 1 tale of terror. New total 2. I don't know where I sell my tales of terror, if I sell my tales of terror, but, mostly living does sound promising. Oops. Oops. Okay, let's go back to New Winchester. Oh, shoot, my time is up. What a bummer. Okay. Well, in this case... go out with a bang. There we go. Explore the captain's cabin. Let's do it. The cabin door did not survive the onset of guns. Okay, we got some new stewed gossip. Oh, that is a scary looking engine. Okay, one more. Oh, one more. There we go. And we're encoding. Encoding overload. The nice Graphics are too much for the computer. There we go. Why is my terror? My nightmares are untroubled. Oh, apparently it's terrifying to fly into that. Interesting. The peacock winds are terrifying. Yes. Nice. Searching for survivors? No, that's not going to work. Let's loot the hold. Solid crate. One carefully packed crate of munitions. Gunpowder, they assert, before assuming responsibility for the opening once the lid has been carefully prized off. It is very different looking, but I have not played Sunless Seas. I've only watched gameplay, but I really like Sunless Skies. This is a sweet game. And welcome, Martian Replicant. Don't worry, I'm about to sign off, but Bellenaire, I can't pronounce it. I feel really bad about that. We'll be here in about 5 minutes. So fetch a handsome price the heavens do not lack for murders. Okay. So how far away from home are we? Too far away. Let's go to port and pack it in. Bell is fine. Ooh, phew. Phew. All right, and that's it for me, guys. Bell's up next to continue playing Sunless Skies for charity. He's finishing things up for the last 3 hours of... 3 hours? 4 hours? The last few hours of the 24 hours for charity. So, I mean, that's fantastic. Demand respect. So, Bell, then. So, my name is Fleos, and I have been your host for the last couple hours. I've been really enjoying this game, Sunless Skies. And it is currently on sale. Just released less than 1 day ago. Yeah. So, stay tuned, guys. More Sunless Skies coming up. But that's enough for me. How do I quit? There we go. Let's return to the title screen. Beauty. So, guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Hope to see you again sometime in the next 4 or 5 weeks. Stay tuned. Keep your eye on that schedule, and I'll see you guys later.